Today I want to talk about time. Well, first thing first, I don't use the word how I spend my time, because when you talk about spending, there isn't any form of expected future returns. So instead of saying how I spend my time, I talk about how I invest my time. Because when you talk about investing time, you have an expected future return from the activity that you engage in. A lot of people, a lot of experts talked about managing time. The truth is that I believe that you cannot manage time. Instead, you would manage your schedule. So this is how I invest my time, and this is how I schedule my priorities. I basically look at 4 key things, and these 4 key things are all within my control. Time is not within my control the way I look at it. All right, so these 4 key things are within my control. And I have an acronym for that. The acronym is called TEAM, T-E-A-M. So T stands for talent. How talent is within my control because it is what I have, it is what I can build, and it is something that I could enhance and I can invest in. So how I manage my talent and how I use it in such a way that it gives me, the greatest return or the greatest potential return, that's how I look at managing talent. We'll go into a bit more detail in another video later on. So that's T. And E stands for energy. So this is where I am looking at, okay, if I have 6 hours of time, how would I invest it? All right, and I will see what is the amount of energy that is required to complete a particular task, and based on that, I will then schedule my priorities accordingly. So for instance, I prefer to invest the time early in the morning for a run, because when I invest the time early in the morning for a run, 2 things happen. One is that for the rest of the day, I do not have to think about running. I don't have to bother about running because I've already done it. Secondly, it also gives me that huge resolve that I have resolved to doing this early in the morning, and it kind of gives me that greater willpower later on, because I've already done the difficult thing. And of course, the effect of that is that at the end of the day, I have greater energy because I'm already, I've already exercised and I've already given my body that workout that I need. I feel much better. I got more oxygen in my body, and it just feels so much better. So E is for energy. A is for attention. So this is where I say that, where it's my attention's gonna be. Now, of course, attention and energy it's kind of correlated, because when your energy is low, your ability to pay attention to the particular thing that you're working on is going to be low as well. So I would then manage my priorities based on my energy level and based on the attention that I need. So for example, I may say that, okay, what do I want to pay attention to? I want to pay attention to my relationships. I want to pay attention to my personal development. I want to pay attention to my professional development. Yeah, so those are the 3 things that I want to pay attention to. So those are the 3 things that I kind of give it top priority, and I want to do that before engaging into anything else. So that's A is for attention. And finally, M, if you haven't guessed it, M is obviously for money. Now you can be making $10,000 a month and still feel poor, or you could be making $10,000 a year and still feel abundantly blessed. So the point is not so much how much you earn, but how you manage your money. So I always want to see that, whatever I am, the money that I am putting away or the money that I'm spending on things, I want to see that it gives me the greatest bang for my buck. So at the end of the day, for example, thinking about, now that we're traveling, constrained between 2 cities like Berlin and Poznan, We after some calculations and some evaluation, we picked Poznan because it gives us, a bigger bang for our buck. And besides, it's not that far off from most of the other European cities as well. So there you have it, how you manage not your time, but your team. All right, so team stands for talent, energy, attention, and money. This is Melvyn and I'm signing off. Bye-bye.